40,000 acres have burned in California since May 1st. San Diego's Cal Fire is at peak staffing a month earlier than usual to prepare for a dangerous fire season. San Diego County Regional Fire Authority Chief Tom Porter and Cal Fire Captain Mike Mueller join me with details on the preparations and tips on how to protect your family in this, what's working out to be a very dangerous wildfire season. Welcome.
Thank you, Peggy.
Chief Porter, temperatures are cooler. We've had some rain over the last couple of days, so it's tempting to delay these fire preparations. Why is that of concern? Should we delay or should we just move forward?
No delay. People should take care of their defensible space right now while it is damp and cool. It'll only take about a day for the grass to dry out, and maybe even less than that if the sun's on it, for us to be back into the firefight.
And when you're talking about defensible space, how much space are we talking about around your house?
Well, different areas of the county have different ordinances, but it's approximately 100 feet if you have it around your house. There is a treatment zone, and that's graduated depending on your local jurisdiction. So you should look into your local jurisdiction either in the city or in the county.
And we'll have some links for that for people to do that.
Perfect.
From the state down, they're warning that this is going to be a very dangerous fire season. How come?
Well, the rest of the state has had very low moisture over the winter. Snowpacks are only at about 17% of what they normally would be, so that provides for a lot more drying time and a lot more dry fuels to burn early in the season and throughout the season.
So it seems like just enough rain to get the brush growing, just enough to burn.
Yeah.
Now, Captain Mueller, Cal Fire, you're already preparing your staff ahead of time. What are you guys doing to prepare for this wildfire season?
Well, we monitor fire season. We never predict fire season. We monitor conditions, and what we've seen here early in May with the amount of fires we've had, not only here in Ventura County, but also in Northern California. Cal Fire, like you had mentioned, has already gone to peak staffing. We've brought all of our aircraft on early. Today we exercise our military cooperative agreements and also our National Guard agreements. So we're staffed up and ready to go, and monitoring conditions is what we do.
So you're prepared. What can families do to protect themselves and their property? What are some of your, I guess, top tips for them?
The tips are: make sure you have that 100-foot defensible space. Make sure you have an evacuation plan and that it's exercised with your family. If we do ask you to leave, please do so and leave early, and have that emergency kit packed. It could be important documents, it could be medications, whatever's important to pretty much substantiate your family for being away from your home. You know, it could be weeks that you'll need that information.
And when you talk about an evacuation call goes out, why is that important? I know from the 2003 and 2007 fires, there were people who waited to the very last minute.
Well, what happens is if you wait till the last minute, one, it's a public safety is obviously our main concern, but we need you not only out of your neighborhood and home for your safety, but also to get the fire equipment in there to do their job, to get the firefighters in there. And that's why we ask, because what happens is if you wait, you hit the traffic, and then people get into what we call a panic state, and that's where it really starts to fall apart. So if we do ask you to leave early and do so safely.
Yeah, I remember there were concerns over cars not starting because of the smoke, so there was a whole bunch of things you don't really think of. Now, Chief Porter, you talked with the military today in regards to working with them as far as fighting fires. What did you find out as far as sequestration and how that might impact your ability this summer to fight fires?
Well, in our meeting today, we were exercising our annual agreement to train together and get ready for the coming season. That's the local Navy and Marine Corps. And the discussion was not robust about sequestration because they really don't know what's going to happen to date to the firefighting resources, the helicopters that we use for firefighting. So it's possible that it could reduce the numbers, however, we don't know at this time.
Okay, so some discussion going on there. I do know that 60% of the county's fire departments are volunteer, correct? Is that throughout the county?
That number has come down a little bit. The consolidation, they cover a large geographic area, and that is the fire authorities' consolidation that's going on, and the volunteer stations all work under the fire authority and then under me as an operational chief.
How do you resource share as far as when it comes to volunteers, where it comes to city fire, county fire? How does that work?
It's an interesting system. We do mutual aid, so we can use each other's resources and share fire engines to a firefight or a flood or an earthquake. And the county fire authority has been able to consolidate and allow the volunteer companies to play in that game as well. When they were separate, it was harder for coordination of that.
So it's coordinating. Well, I want to let people know that there's a lot more tips online at kpbs.org, and there's those diagrams that you were talking to us about, and it spells it right out for you. So Chief Porter and Captain Mike Muller, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Peggy.